I'm ready. I'm ready, guys. Although I will say, if there is more of the Herlock Sholmes in the vest, I might not make it through the day. Iris? What is it, Bruno? What is that terrible noise? It sounds like a cat being strangled. Oh, there was a violin on the left. I remember seeing a violin. Is Sholmes trying to learn how to fucking play it? Ah, yeah, he is, isn't he? Oh, the vest. Ah, the vest. Kill me. Kill me now. Wagahai. Good morning, boy. So cute. You seem to be very unhappy this morning, Mr. Sholmes. But you're still looking fine as hell. Okay, what's happened? I'm terribly sorry to have to tell you this, Mr. Sholmes, but that instrument isn't a violin at all. Then what? I believe it's an entirely different instrument called a viola. What? What? Oh my god, he actually fell. What did you mean by a mix-up, Iris? Well, you see, this viola, I mean, was at Windibank's until last week. At the pawnbroker's, not Mr. Sholmes' beloved musical partner. Okay, but here's the problem that I present now. If we leave the premises, Holmes puts on his jacket, and I don't get to stare at the vest anymore. Okay, the vest looks really nice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just, like, it just looks nice. Is that a statue of a man sitting on a toilet? Naturally, you will recall this, which I retrieved from you some days ago. Yes. This second-rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument, Mr. Windibank. The color of the wood is different, it has holes in it, it's not even the same size. I'm so very sorry, sir. How utterly unforgivable of me, an inexcusable mistake for a pawnbroker. There's only one way to make amends. Oh lord, he running. That might be the most, like, extreme 0 to 10 I've ever seen in my life. As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard, ah, here it is. You did. So I shall not grumble or grouse any longer. May this guilt die with me. No, stop, my dear fellow. The fault is all mine. I really like the animation for Sholmes, like, what's the word? Taken aback animation that all the characters seem to have. His just, like, actually falls completely on the ground. Miss Lestrade, may I ask who deposited the overcoat here in the first place? Well, me. Doesn't really appear to be your size. Me old man, it's me old man's, ain't it? Is it, Miss Lestrade? Yes, this is definitely all rather suspicious. Out of my way, please. Damn, why do these outfits look so good? You like have the eyes of an evil person, but like your outfit, god damn. My name is Benedict. Yes, Eggert Benedict. And the contents of the coat pockets, if you please, broker. But of course, sir, here's the disc for you. Wait a minute, that disc is mine. What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal! Oh my, yes, there's blood on the disc! It's because of all those sharp little bumps. The man must have scratched his finger on them. Pray, do you claim to understand the depths of my despair, Mr. Naruto? But how could you? I was so lonely, so desperately lonely. Why on earth didn't you join the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse here, you know. Yes, I overheard much of your conversation. Or rather, in my craving for human contact, my ears devoured every word that was uttered. You really were sad, weren't you? Ah! I love this man. He's so stupid. Where the blue blazes have you been, eh? Pardon? When a lady's in trouble, a true gent's supposed to be there to help. Straight away! Oh god, Sholmes is dead again. The true reason for your visit to this pawnbrokery today is something you have not yet revealed. And the second is this. A considerable crime is in contemplation. One you will orchestrate with intent to steal a vast sum of money. Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you to my deductions? How? He's turned as white as a hard-boiled egg. Stop! AG? Why does your cane say AG, sir? The cane, which you unwittingly clutched to your person, exhibits an uncontrovertible contradiction. What utter rot! I've had this cane for years. The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the missing ferrule. Not the initials on it? Okay. And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. I love him so much. Like, the more that you guys, said in the last stream that, that maybe I could be Herlock Sholmes. Like, damn, sometimes I'd be, like, on the right track at first, in the broader sense, and then whenever I hone down my theories, they go off course, just like this. Kind of sad how much similarities there really are. Like, the more I look into it, I'm like, holy shit, my theories are literally exactly this. They start off, like, kind of there, and then they just go, wee-oo! Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this pawnbroking puzzle. I love this man. I love him so much. I want to look at the picture. The snowman with the kitty. It's so cute. It's so cute. I must insist you hand over the music box disc now. What the fuck? It would be a terrible shame for you to return to your native land in a box. What do I do? The name of this game is to be true to yourself, even if it means me dying. I will not hand over the disc. I don't care if he got a gun. I will ride or die, living on the truth of the law. I will stand true. All right? You can't threaten me like this. Go ahead, kill me. It's fine. Please don't give me a game over. This is my shop. I cannot allow any harm to come to my customers. If that were to happen, I should have to take my own life. Mr. Windibank, no. All right, that's enough. Oh God, now this fucks here. Jesus, this place is crowded. I believe I'll have a rather splendid surprise to show you. How exciting! What is it? You shall have to wait and see, Mrs. Otto. Until later then. I do like surprises, but I also don't need more excuses to fall in love with Mr. Sholmes either. Oh no, not the vest again. Hello, Mr. Sholmes. I beg that you won't speak to me. Sorry? I don't know who you are anymore, but kindly take your leave. Really? He behaves just like a child sometimes, Hurley does. Mr. Sholmes and Iris have something of a parent and child relationship, don't they? Except that Iris is clearly the parent here. Don't you love parenting 10-year-olds? Woo! I'll be taking that whatever it is of Mr. McGilded down to the yard, thank you very much. So hand it over. Ah, yes, of course. If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. For the briefest of moments, I had the disc in my hand, did I not? You did, but I still don't understand. It was at precisely that moment that I summoned my one and only friend into action. I pressed the disc into a pair of bars, like this. This is so awkward because I want to say das hot, but it's awkward. Look, it's the outfit with the smarts and the dorkiness. I'm a simp. Okay, all right, I'll admit it. Fine. Okay, I'm simping hard. I'm proud of it. I'll say it loud and proud. Whatever. Fuck off. And you know what I'm gonna do on top of it? Just to rub in all your faces? I'm gonna make this outfit myself. That's right. Because it is attractive as fuck. And I'm gonna make this vest, and I'm gonna wear it myself, and I'm gonna wear the jacket too, all right? It's cool, it's hot, it's fashionable. I'm into it. All right, I said it. Do you have any idea how long it took me to write that Baskerville story, Hurley? Oh, it sounds so exciting, The Hound of the Baskervilles. I should love to read it. Oh. Awkward. You said The Hound of the Baskervilles. How could you know the full title? Oh, maybe from the telegram that she decided to fucking read this morning and not tell anyone about? When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet. I don't understand. So that's why the manuscript is at Windibanks? And yet, how could Susie here know its title? Well, Hurley, what's going on? Ah. What is it, Mr. Sholmes? It would appear our guest has arrived. Oh, okay, so just we dodge it? Okay. We've all been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Haven't we, Iris? This is awkward. Kitty! It's so cute! Naruhodo-san, could I consult with you about something, I wonder? What's the matter, Sasada-san? It's about the telegram I received. The one that arrived first thing this morning, I suppose? I've been summoned. What? Summoned? What do you mean? The telegram was from the Lord Chief Justice office. Lord Strongheart has asked to see me. Lord Chief Justice? When? Tomorrow morning. What? Then we have to start preparing at once. No, that won't be necessary, Naruhodo-san. I've been summoned alone. Alone? What on earth for? I have no idea. I suppose I shall find out tomorrow. This is so sus. She's just the assistant. She goes with me. Like, we go together. Asking for just her is a little bit... I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you? Aren't you going to tell me? I'm so sorry. I need a little bit more time, please. You know what happens whenever characters say this? It means they die. She's gonna say, I need a little bit more time before I spill the beans. And then she's gonna go to Lord Strongheart's tomorrow morning, and then she's gonna fucking die, and then we'll never know. Iris, this Hound of the Baskervilles story. I take it that it's another tale inspired by your father's accounts? That's right. I thought it was fascinating. But it's different somehow from the other cases, I mean. How? I don't really know, but it must be special in some way. Because after I'd written it and I showed the manuscript to Hurley, he turned as white as a sheet. It was the first time I've ever seen him like that. You guys ready for a theory? We still do not know the motive behind Miss Giselle Brett's actions. I have a feeling that it's very relevant, though. to this whole story. Susato is clearly, Snoopy. If she went through the research papers of Miss Giselle Brett, who's to say that she also didn't go through Wilson's stuff as well, if he was keeping up diaries at the time. So this might not be something that's happened in the past 2 months, per se, that she got into the pawnbroker's place and saw that manuscript, but she saw the original diary that he wrote. But yeah, that would also imply that she knew from the very start who John Wilson was. That would also explain why Sholmes would want to keep this story a secret, because that he probably just wants to protect people. Oh! What if Mr. Strongheart knows about Susato's knowledge and has summoned her to talk about the Hound of the Baskerville, and Sholmes wants to keep it a secret because he knows that it's very, very high government related and that could cause death to people that know about the story. I don't know. I'm just throwing shit around. Everything is related, though. Mr. McGilded is also related to everything. Like, it's so weird. Kazuma was also related to everything. This is so weird. This is one giant case of clusterfuckery. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling ya. But Hurley would never do something like that, I'm sure of it. I'm telling ya, that manuscript ain't out of Windibanks. You'd soon see if you had a look. This is 1:14 a.m., bitch. I should be sleeping. It's my bedtime. The door to Windibanks it's open. And the lamp is burning. It must be Gina. Mustn't it? Let us hope it's nothing more sinister. I have a feeling murder happened. I don't have a good feeling about this. Oh, blood on the— oh no, oh no! Oh, he's dead. Is Windibank dead? He pulled the sign down and there's blood on it. No! He does that at exactly midnight every night. Oh no! There is. Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes! What the— has Sholmes been shot? Leave me, Mr. Naruto. What? After them, go! What is happening? What is happening? Is he okay? Oh my god, please. I'd be simping so hard. I can't deal with him dying. No.
Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Naruto.
Oh, he's okay. Okay, he's definitely okay. He's not okay, but he's alive.
Never mind me, but there's much at stake. Behind that door. In the storeroom. Hurry!
Oh my god, my heart. I'm not gonna make it through the night. Okay, I see a bullet hole in the back of his chest. And Gina! Oh my—
It's Gina!
oh my god! What happened? And there were two shadowy figures in this room. There were two. So two people, and that guy's dead, and Gina's like unconscious, and Sholmes got shot. What is happening? Oh my god! Ah! Oh, the gun's in her hand, so it makes her look like she did it. Oh, poor girl, she did not. I doubt it. I thought for a second that Mr. Sholmes died, and I was about to quit playing the game because I don't want to play a game without him. Oh my god. They've arrested someone else as their prime suspect. Oh no, don't say Gina. No! The thing is, Mr. Windibank was found on the floor in the storeroom where he keeps all the deposited articles. And the storeroom door was locked from the inside. Oh god. We should figure out where exactly the key is, because they said that the key to the storeroom was always on Windibank's in the pocket. Maybe it was pickpocketed and they locked it. Maybe if we can confirm that the key is on his being, that would help, because if the key's not there, that would mean somebody took it and locked it. from the outside. So it made it seem like it was locked from the inside. I don't know, I'm just throwing stuff out there. I'm desperate. Hello, Gina. She's in a jail cell. Why is she allowed this? She just still has her gun. Okay. I wanted to give you this, something to remember me by. Oh, the kitty picture! Yay! Oh, that's like the greatest gift. I wanted that in the pawnbroker shop. The kitty picture in the front of the snowman. It was so cute. Oh my god, we got it! Okay, thank you. You can get arrested now. It's fine. I found it in one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point in me having it. Wait, she found it in the pocket of the coat? It was on the counter. How did the photograph get in the pocket of her coat? 13th February, 9 p.m. Article deposited, 1 small box. 13th of February? That could be significant. It was just 2 days before the murder on the omnibus, wasn't it? A small box? That doesn't tell us much about it, does it? Bruno, if Mr. McGilded still had the ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article. Do you think the box might still be present somewhere in the shop? You know what I think? I think that the small box that was deposited by Mr. McGilded was a music box. The same one that we need to put our disc into. They keep pointing out the bailiffs and the bobbies. The day of Mr. McGilded's trial, they made a specific point that one of the bailiffs was the one that called the post-trial, I don't know what you call it, investigation of the wagon. And you know what I also keep thinking that's gonna happen? You take off the helmet of one of the bobbies and it's Inspector Hosonaga. One of them is. I swear to fucking God, one of these guys is. There's so many of them in this game, I don't know if they're all the same person, but I swear to God, you're gonna take off the helmet and rip off the statue, and it's gonna be like, it was me, Inspector Hosonaga, this whole time. Just like my fucking theory at the beginning of the game. See? It's all coming together. Ah! Okay, anyway. This must be Mr. Sholmes' bed. Poor Hurley. I know, it looks as stiff as a board, doesn't it? I don't know that will bother him. No? I often find him asleep face down on the floor, completely dead to the world. Oh. Very good. There is nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland. Tomorrow, wow. Man, they caught up. Oh, man. I was wondering if this was gonna happen, because in all these cases, we wouldn't have been able to win the cases without Cisato and her stupid book. So they're getting mad that I'm winning all these cases, and they're like, well, Cisato gotta go, and then I'll be failing all these cases now without Cisato as my right-hand person. I guess we're gonna be dumb masses now. What happened? Why are you leaving? It's my father. He's fallen ill. Professor Mikatoba. He said at the beginning that he also was friends, or he knew Wilson well. Scary thought. Wait, the picture is still on the counter. There's 2. This was here before. We can't say that this is like the bullet from whenever they shot Herlock and it like went on the wall and there was blood. Wait, the bullet is there. In the wall. I may well be able to help with that. There's nothing like the sight of blood to get the blood pumping, is there, Bruno? I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you, Iris. What the fuck? Watch. The chemical it fires combines with the blood and makes it change color. So you can identify whose blood it is that you're looking at. In a flash. Okay, you know what happened? Mr. Windibank goes to the calendar at exactly midnight o'clock. He takes his paper down and he changes the date to the 16th. That's where he gets shot in the back because he had a bullet wound in his back, right? So he gets shot from behind and the bullet just goes straight through him into the wall. And then they move the body into the room maybe later seeing that Gina was in there and they were like, oh, it's easy to frame her, kind of, sort of. So his body was dragged into the storeroom, which they took the key off of his pocket. That would make sense. So they like take his key, they unlock the door, they throw him in there, and then they close the door again. And then Gina comes in, does her pickpocketing thing, and sees the body later. Or maybe they were still hanging around because they were like trying to find something in this room for like a whole hour. I don't know. There's the time difference is weird because he changes the calendar at exactly midnight, he said. So there is a time discrepancy somewhere, but yeah. So we walked in at like 1:14 a.m. That's still weird. But so Gina walks in, pickpockety, picks it, and she's looking for probably manuscript or something or other. No, definitely the manuscript in the storage room. But they knock her out. She was unconscious at the time. So those two people saw this girl come in and they clonked her above the head like, and then, yeah, that's clearly what happened. So, Iris, about these two photographic prints. The one we found here on Mr. Windibank's counter and the one Gina gave us before. Can you see that they're just slightly different from each other? Yes. It's very subtle, though. Watch me and see if you can copy. Start by staring at one print and slowly crossing your eyes. I don't think it's working. Oh yeah, one picture. But the problem is that it's fucking blurry! Huh. You know what my bet is? This blood on this ticket is Mr. Thrice Fire Mason's blood. Purple. Yes, it's not green. The green one is Mr. Windibank's. The purple one is Thrice Fired Mason's blood. Certainly does look like leathered gloves thumbprint, this mark. But we know that Mr. McGilded had no injuries at the time anywhere on his body. From which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belonged to the victim, Mr. Mason. Mr. Naruto, you sound just like Mr. Sholmes. Yeah! And I figured it out before the game said so. So, hello, bitch, it's me, Mr. Sholmes, at your service. Let's go. Minus the quirky slip-ups. We don't talk about it. I'm afraid that this is all a little bit too much for young Iris. Some gentle reassurance might go a long way, perhaps, Inspector. Ahem. Don't trouble yourself unduly, your ladyship. I mean, at least you're not dead, are you? In her pocket, we found the key to the door as well. Shit. That's what I wanted to know, was where the key was. What if Gina made her own second key? She didn't take his key. What if she made her own? Okay, there could be two keys. I'm calling it. Out of all the articles in this storeroom, this is the only thing that shows any sign of being ransacked. What is it, Iris? That's the books file that my manuscript was being kept in. Oh. Big yikes. Well, it's empty now. The one and only bullet he had in his gun had been fired. So we can be fairly certain that only a single shot was fired from this revolver. And that bullet is in the wall of the calendar! Hound of the Baskervilles. How did Susada-san know the exact title of this unpublished story? I suppose I'll just have to wait until she's ready to explain it to me. I'm so sorry. Bitch, you better be sorry. No! Theory! Out the window! Gone! Kablooey! I was really hoping that shit would be green. Come These stains on the sleeves of your new coat, Gina, they're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet. What? A blood, Mr. Naruto. You don't appear to have any obvious wounds yourself, though. So could it be blood that spattered from Mr. Windibank when he was shot last night? Let's not beat around the bush here. All right, we want green here. Green, 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 please, green, not blue. Don't move, Ginny, I'm gonna shoot. Green, green, green. Purple! Fuck. It's a rather uncomfortable situation, Mr. Naruto, but I think this makes things quite clear. It means the omnibus case is solved. The truth about who really murdered the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, is revealed. That's really awkward. The man that we defended actually fucking... Ooh, that's... I got the chills. Rest assured, I shall put everything in place, exactly as we have discussed. Thank you so much. It has been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mr. Sholmes. On the contrary, the pleasure has been all mine. I bid you farewell and Godspeed. My dear madam. Good morning, you two. Oh, she is a kitty! How are you feeling, Ginny? Did you manage to sleep? We have to do this for Kazuma. We have to clear Gina's name for our boyfriend, Kazuma, and Sholmes, who is also boyfriend. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. Oh, Van Zeeks, he's back. Let's go. How many glasses we breaking today, bitches? I'm gonna guess that in this trial, it's gonna be a long one, I imagine. This is gonna be a toughie. So we're gonna go through 3 bottles of wine, and my guess is at least 9 glasses. Oh, how many legs on the table? I'm gonna say 2 legs in this one, because it'll be like a little bit more intense. So what's my prediction? 3 bottles, 9 glasses, and 2 legs. That's my call. I like that the camera angle is a lot more down. It was up here for Susato, now we down here. Oh my god. Whoa! That's the guy from the newspaper. Isn't that villain Bolshevik? And we got Mr. Garadeb. Oh, Jesus. Wait, these are the men that shot Mr. Holmes. You hurt my man! I know it was you. I remember the 2 silhouetted figures from that scene very vividly. Name's Nash Skulkin. Occupation is a baddie. Professional baddie. Professional. That's right. We're what they call... the 3 Skulkin brothers. What? And now she is, yeah, the very spit of him. So we decided they're in the... This is hard. As you fled from the pawnbrokers that night, did you not run into anyone else? Did you not fire a gun at that person? Yeah, my boyfriend? Oh, there it goes! You're referring to Mr. Herlock Sholmes? That's right. I like to keep abreast of his exploits by reading Ron's magazine in between my duties. He does wonders cleaning up London streets. In my opinion, he should be declared an honorary maid of the capital. Mr. Sholmes. A maid. Don't picture it! We don't need to see Sholmes made up. Just sweeping up London streets. Nope. You see, I was operating on someone yesterday, standard thing, went in through the abdomen. And when I'd finished the procedure, I couldn't find my scalpel anywhere. What? Did he surely not? Exactly, surely not, you say yourself. Don't you worrying, isn't it? That's what's been troubling me this whole time. But I really have left my scalpel inside the fellow's... I'm glad that he's not the one that did surgery on Mr. Sholmes. I need to focus on trying to remember exactly what I've sewn up elsewhere. Just don't go anywhere, Mr. Sholmes, and his operation, please. Lying. Oh my god, the mouse! Don't hurt the mouse. Oh my god. Well, according to the police report, no stolen goods were found, so... Oh, the mouse! So to start with, you have to cross your eyes and then try to make the two pictures overlap exactly. Okay, but I did that, but it's really blurry. Here goes. I'm really upset that we missed the opportunity to see Von Zeeks crossing his eyes. I would have liked to see that, but that smartass just had the machine. Okay. I, for one, would like to hear more from that shady pair. Old man Thunk. I presume you heard the Defense Counsel's summation examination? Oh, yeah, Governor. I did, Gov, I did. Mr. and Mrs. Mr. and Mrs. Oh, second glass down. Up there goes number 3. Oh, okay. Wine bottle number 1. I never imagined that simple operation would cause me such grief. Oh God, what operation? And please, for the love of God, tell me it's not on Mr. Sholmes. Would you please stop muttering about things that have nothing to do with this trial, sir? The defendant's life is on the line here. Well, the thing is... Don't say it. I couldn't really say that it has nothing to do with this trial, to be honest. What? I almost don't want to ask, but, this surgery that you've been muttering about all this time, you were, operating on, a certain really attractive man? What was the fellow's name now? Oh God, no, God. Why am I laughing? This is pain. Why am I laughing? This is so sad. That's the point. The only logical conclusion was that the bullet was still somewhere in the man's innards. Oh my God, what did you do to Mr. Sholmes? Which is exactly why I set about slicing him up. Okay. 4th glass gone. Herlock Sholmes, you say? Yes, I've heard the name. The protagonist in a series of short stories for the vulgar classes. A god of detection or some such. Is he... Did he just talk smack on my boyfriend? Oh! That's one leg! If these jurors are persuaded by some half-baked concoction devised by a pretender to real police work, then they are too ignorant to be trusted with the judgment of anyone's guilt. Talking smack on Sholmes? Listen, Van Zeeks. You are a potential boyfriend, all right? Don't let me down like this, man. I heard a couple of shots go off, too, I think. Almost at the same time. And then there he was, right at my feet. Lying face down on the floor. Oh, come on! Lying there right down at my feet. 2 disconnected Joy-Cons. I was once in your position, Gina. I was the accused in a trial. You what? Before I left Japan, I was accused of murder. And strange as it might sound, the circumstances of the crime were pretty damning. I was sure that no one would believe it wasn't me who'd done it. Oh, Runo. Oh God, don't tell the details. There was one person who stood up for me, who believed in me and was prepared to defend me. My best friend. Cue the music. Ryunosuke, no one believes in you more than I do. Leave this to me. All you need to do is put faith in me, and I'll do the rest. I was so happy I cried. But even then, somewhere inside me, I couldn't help thinking, surely he doesn't really believe in me, not completely. But I was wrong. The headband! I promise you, Gina, that no matter what happens, I'll keep believing in you. So you don't need to worry. I won't let you down. Mr. Naruto, Oh, she's crying. This is it at last, the final chapter, the final battle. Wish me luck, Susato-san, and I hope you're watching over me too. Partner. Aw, Susato is a partner. Alright, I dig it. Mr. Sholmes' chemical is able to differentiate different blood samples. Spare me the science lesson. Who is this Sholmes character anyway? Someone that should be in this courtroom right now, and I miss him a lot. I assumed all Londoners would know the name. He's a renowned detective. So even you are unable to bring yourself to say great detective. No, Ryunosuke! He let down his boyfriend! No! How could you do this? Wait, did they really make you select it? Oh my god, I think it might be up here. Wait, I think it might be the horse, you think? Oh yeah, I mean, like, the horse looks a little bit different. Look, I see the discrepancy a little bit there. Oh yeah. Man, so fucking hard.
Take that!
I'm gonna eat some chips to this screen. This is beautiful. Looking good. The article of this upstanding member of society pawned were entirely ordinary. A black overcoat that just happened to have a music box disc in one of its pockets and a small box. This is where Sholmes steps in, and he breaks down the doors to the courtroom, and he's like, Psh, I'm back, bitches, what's up? I have encoded the music box, and I know all of its contents, and they're completely relevant to the case. Oh, glass number 5 lasted so long, and it is finally dead. Let the court now listen to this disc at last.
Hold it!
Wait, my lord! Oh, what is the meaning of this, Inspector? The music box and the disc are, they're unrelated to the case. What is he trying to protect Gregson? What's going on? I don't understand you. You're supposed to be like a good guy. What's happening? Like, is Lord Strongheart blackmailing you or some shit? What's going on? Maybe he was in cahoots with whatever Watson was going on, and then Strongheart didn't approve of what he was doing, and then like threatened blackmail on Gregson. So he's acting this way, and he doesn't want to be doing this. Maybe that's why there's also a discrepancy between Van Zeeks and Gregson and what they're doing, because they both have dealings with Lord Strongheart in the background of stuff. This could all be related, and the root of it could be to Wilson, whatever. I'm calling Gregson is a goodie, but like, he's being threatened of some sorts. Isn't this Morse code? Imagine if we could actually understand Morse code, and then we would have already figured out this entire game. For next time, I'll make sure to study up on Morse code so I can understand any future games that this might be relevant to. And so we can crack the case super early on with my superior knowledge of Morse code. But when you listen to the sound produced by this music box, you only hear one tone, don't you? But it sounds so similar. The rhythm of it is the same in everything. There's no discernible meaning to this apparently random sequence of sounds. So as your assertion is fundamentally flawed, this is not Morse code. Oh, but it is. Weren't there supposedly 2 music discs? Whenever the Mr. Graydon first came into the pawnbroker shop, did he not ask for the other disc? Was that one of the questions that he came in there asking? Oh, I think I remember that correctly, which would have maybe the other tone in it. And you put the 2 together like you would a stereoscope, and boom, you got a completed message. Which is why he asked where the other music disc was. I've got you figured out, buddy. My brain, massive. Can't get through this. What is it, Runa? I've just noticed something about this music box. It looks like the bottom of it opens up as well. Here it goes. Got 'em, bitches. How do you propose that this music box, which appears to produce only a single tone, could have been used to cipher secret messages into Morse code? Oh, we know exactly what we're doing! We already figured this out. Everybody else in this courtroom, 2 IQ. Me, 5,000. Someone's gotta do the job while Sholmes is in the hospital, sleeping away with a thing in his stomach. And where did the Milverton part come from? Oh, right. I thought a clever clog's like you have worked out that one. That is... Enough of this. How much longer are we expected to listen to this drivel? Tell me, why is it that it was only at the mention of the name Milverton that you decided to interject? Milverton, so that used to be your surname. Of course not. This is all bunkum. I've been a Graydon since I was born. Do you really think that you can rely on the testimony of those 2 thieves? You're a communications officer attached to the civil service. As such, your personal details will have been thoroughly checked at the time of your appointment. It would be a very simple matter indeed to subpoena those records, Mr. Graydon. That was hot, Van Zeeks. Nice. And that leads us to only one conclusion. Mr. Windibank was shot by a 3rd gun, which can only have been fired by the 3rd intruder. That's right, Mr. Graydon. The only person who could have possibly shot Mr. Windibank that night is you! But, did the thought ever cross your mind? Did you never consider the possibility? What do you mean? What thought? What possibility? That possibility that if I was there at the scene, I may have witnessed the crucial moment. You see, this makes me a key witness in this case, and I have my hands firmly around the neck of your client. Are you suggesting? I saw it all. Oh yeah, he's only gonna click. I saw it all. Oh yes, I saw it all after this whole thing went through. I'm only now going to mention this. I saw the blood spatter all over the wretched girl. Then she tossed the gun out of the peephole. So I picked it up and made my escape. What? She threw it out, but then she passed out with a gun in her hand? Wait, so she had two, so he's claiming that Gina had 2 guns. Oh yeah, Gina had blood splattered all over her and had 2 guns on her. Threw one at me and had one in her hand and passed out. Dual wielding, bitch, let's go! Oh, so 6 just got shattered. 2 months ago, in this very courtroom. Did you not argue fervently for Mr. McGilded's innocence? And yet now that the man is dead, you brand him as a murderer? There goes number 7. Oh, Jesus. Herlock Sholmes is barely more than a figment of the public imagination. What? His name carries no weight in this courtroom. No weight at all. God, you're making it really hard to keep you around as a boyfriend. I'm sorry. How very distressing to be held in such low esteem. Please tell me this is Sholmes. Please. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruto? Officer, please. Oh my god. You've delivered the official the report now. That would be all, thank you. It occurs to me with some irregularity, Mr. Naruto. Scientific truths are determined not by science, but by none other than the human mind. Oh, yeah! Let's go, baby! Woo! Yeah! Sorry, I got real excited over that shit. Let's go! Lift the hat, bitch. Let me see you. It's him. It's him. Ah, yes! Woo! And the boyfriend steps into the This is the best game in the world. I have something of great importance I wish to give to the young lawyer over there. I need no more than 5 minutes. Would you be so kind as to spare us the time? What say you to this, Lord Van Zeeks? This trial has taken many hours of the court's time, as having spent so long already. Exactly! Having spent so long already, we don't want to go wasting any more precious time. As I was saying, having spent so long already, it would seem churlish to deny the defense a mere 5 minutes. Nice! Oh! He's like, oh god, he's with me behind the, oh, this is nice. I could get used to this. Hello, boyfriend. What is up? I love you. Mr. Sholmes, are you all right now? All right, I'm all wrong. Oh, I've only just managed to summon the strength to stand, man. I asked the judge for 5 minutes. Oh, God. But I fear even that may prove too much for me. Pray forgive me should I pass out. He's like, I'm not okay. I'm not fine. I'll just pass out right here. Oh, that's F for glass number 8. Got it. The jurors have spoken. Protocol dictates that you may not cross-examine a new witness.
Objection!
The defense is not asking for the cross-examination of a new witness, rather to continue with one of the existing witness. It would appear that a rather important detail has escaped your attention, Mr. Reaper. I don't need more reasons to love this man, I really don't. Well then, Mr. Naruto, it's high time I fell in a dead faint. I leave this in your capable hands. Why couldn't you just, like, fall down to the ground? No, this melodramatic fuck. To stand so incessantly before the court is a state of such a high fever. Either the man has extraordinary strength of mind or an extraordinary lack of feeling. Both. What on earth is that eccentric contraption, counsel?
It's my flipper mat, my lord. It makes a way for a cat to get in and out of a room. I can cut through any door you can think of and make a new little door in the middle of it.
That's right, my lord. It's a device for creating so-called cat flaps. This is a farce. Are you really suggesting that the people in the door was... It was created only after the incident had taken place by my judicial assistant using this device. The majority of Mr. Graydon's testimony that appears to incriminate the defendant is based upon what he witnessed through the people in the storeroom door. That filthy girl shooting the man in the back. However, if at the time of the incident that people did not yet exist in the door, there's no possible way that you could have seen what you have claimed to see. In short, your entire testimony is a pack of lies. Got him. So you seriously expect people to believe that plaything can cut through a solid wooden door?
Oh yes, I designed it to be very powerful. It can cut through even the toughest of doors.
That's absurd. I don't believe it for a second.
Aha! I had a feeling you'd say that. Waggy, cooey, time for dinner!
In that case, when was the people cut? The prosecution demands proof of your answer. None. One. Look at the lines. No lines. Oh. Lines. Don't believe it. This really is quite remarkable. This door to the storeroom is completely devoid of a people of any description. Mr. Graydon, you couldn't possibly have witnessed the crime as you claim to have done. Because at the time it happened, there was no people in the door. In other words, your testimony is a catalog of lies! Got him! First try. We discovered during the course of this trial the music box deposited at Windibanks by Magnus McGilded. A special music box designed to play 2 discs at once. It would seem very likely now that encoded on the pair of discs that were in Mr. McGilded's possession are the leaked classified secrets. So I put it to you, Inspector, that in order to recover the discs, the second of the discs containing those secrets, you covertly made a deal with Mr. Graydon in which you exchanged the disc for details of the case. Yeah, the music! Feels good, man. Lost it at last, have you, Sunshine? The court shouldn't have to put up with such nonsense. You're being completely irrational. Be quiet, all of you. Oh, that's Iris said that? Runo's doing what you all told him to do and having the courage of his convictions. So you should respect that and listen to what he has to say in good faith. Because that's the British way. Get fucked by a 10-year-old kid, bitch! Very well then, bailiff. Restrain the witness and conduct a thorough search of his personal effects. Please, my lord. Inspector. Scotland Yard has to object to this search.
Objection!
Unfortunately for you, Inspector, your objections carry no weight here. In this courtroom, only the prosecution and the defense have the authority to object. But Lord Van Zieks, I have no idea what forces are in play that might influence your actions. But personally, I have no intention of obstructing the course of this trial. Yo, Van Zieks. Van Zieks is a fucking roller coaster. It's like he's a boyfriend 1 minute and he's just like a piece of shit the next. If Gregson had the discs, it wouldn't mean anything to him because he couldn't decipher the message on them, right? So, he would also need to strike a deal to acquire the small box in order to listen to said CDs. Let's just say it's the box itself. I think he needed the box as part. It's still part of the McGilded case no matter what. The defense has already proposed that the sounds heard by the court earlier from this music box were part of Morse code message. We know that Morse code comprises of 2 distinct tones. The defense believes that the second disc contains the second tone needed to complete the message. And now we have a chance to have confirmed that theory. Crying out loud, Sunshine, we're talking about state secrets here. If you go letting the whole courtroom hear confidential information like that, it's treason. Then do you admit the charge? That in order to protect those state secrets, you engaged in unlawful dealings with the witness? You'll be making an enemy out of the entire British government, you idiot.
Objection!
Let's not forget, Inspector, that you, a Scotland Yard officer, leaked confidential case details to a witness. That you continue to lie to the court, and all because by fair means or foul, you're determined to do your duty. Well, by fair means or foul, I'm prepared to do mine. Van Zieks, for Pete's sake, stop him!
Objection!
Second leg! Yo, let's go! All right, I admit it, whatever you want. But for the love of God, shut that blooming box up. Well, Mr. Graydon, what do you have to say for yourself? There's nothing and no one left for you to hide behind. You struck a deal with the inspector in order to escape conviction of a very serious crime. Namely, this. You are the third intruder who broke into the pawnbrokery on the night in question. And you perpetrated the murder of the proprietor, Mr. Pop Winda Bank. Oh, Oh! Oh my god! Ah! Why are we not stopping this? He's gonna kill the man. It was only then that I found out what sort of monster McGilded really was. So after 10 years of not once uttering it, I swore on my father's name. To exact revenge. Oh, so is he admitting to the burning of the omnibus and killing Mr. McGilded? McGilded brought all of his wealth and influence to bear in the most despicable of ways. Glass number 9! Oh, my theory was 2 legs and 9 glasses, and we still got 2 more wine bottles. I said 3. Oh, God. So that policeman who came to tell McGilded he could examine the omnibus again. That's right, an imposter hired by me. It's Hosonaga. I'm just kidding. I hereby declare the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade, not guilty! Sorry, I got a little excited about that. Is Sholmes alive yet? Oh god, we're alone in the room with Van Zeeks. He put his cape back on. 1v1? You know, I took this case for one very simple reason. To lock swords with you once again here in the courtroom. Oh, he likes me. Oh, okay, okay. When I encountered you for the first time 2 months ago, it reminded me of toasting friendship and trust with another Nipponese, only to find my trust betrayed. Through you, I hope to look into the eyes of the man I once knew and try to understand. Coming to be known as the Reaper of the Bailey and my retirement from service 5 years ago. It gives me cause to wonder if our meeting has some deeper purpose.
No! You piece of shit!
No! That's 1 over! Come on! After this experience, I'm starting to feel like I understand what you mean. Kazuma. Am I living up to your expectations? Am I turning out to be the lawyer you believed I could be? Pardon the interruption. Oh. I hate that I love this man so much. I've been standing here patiently in the corner of the room for an eternity. Ah ha ha! Yes, it was me all along, I would have said when finally you noticed me. But you people with your incessant babbling! Mr. Sholmes! Yes, it was me all along, you see! I hate him. That was a fine victory, Mr. Naruto. Your tireless efforts just justly rewarded, I feel. Congratulations are in order. As a close friend, I tip my hat to you. Aw, he's a close friend. I'm honored. Hi, I'm a simp. This pair made utter fools of themselves.
What happened?
As you know, I have a penchant for disguise. I was hiding in this room dressed as a bailiff. But these dolls didn't notice my presence at all. And they had no idea. Can you imagine, Iris? Would you credit it?
I'm not sure, really.
I beg your pardon?
I'm sorry, Hurley, but you don't have the weighty presence that you seem to think you have. In fact, you really ought to be careful about that. It's going to land you in trouble one day.
Get fucked.
There. Thanks. Odo.
Oh my god! That was so precious. I got so many chills from that. Oh my god.
If we head to the station immediately, we may still make it in time to wave Susie off.
there won't be a train, surely. We couldn't be that lucky. I happen to be aware of a number of the rail transport director's foibles. What? I merely made my knowledge of them known to the man, and he happily laid on the locomotive. Elementary. Just an idea, but it might be wise to stop manipulating people that way. I just told him who I was. I love him. I deliberately altered the scene of the crime, and then I tried to hide the fact. When I did, what I did is utterly unforgivable.
That reminds me. How did you come to have this, Susie?
Well, Gina gave a little introductory lesson, didn't she? To the art of pickpocketing, I mean. On a whim, I thought it would be fun to see if I could take the cat flap-o-mat so I could put it up my sleeve.
Really?
And then I rather forgot about it until I found myself in Mr. Windibank's shop with it later that night. How do you just forget about something that big in your sleeve, huh? If the people inconsistency hadn't existed, I'm not at all sure that she would have been acquitted in the end. Mrs. Sato, what you did saved Gina's life. With your kind words, Mr. Naruhodo, you've saved me too from my regrets. Oh, everybody's smile is so nice. There was a communications officer among the jury members, you see, a telegraph operator, and she said that the majority of the sounds on the disc were just meaningless tones. As one would expect, after all, we are talking about secret government communications. No doubt they were written in cipher to avoid being readily understood should they have been intercepted. In cipher, I see. So then we could never have hoped to understand the message anyway. Nonsense, my dear fellow. It's quite a zero-pipe problem, I assure you. What? A. Sa-gi? What? And you mean to say that in Japanese Morse code, the message says Asagi?
Yes, I think so. Sorry, but I don't remember all the Japanese Morse code.
Iris, would you let me see that? Miss Sato, do you know it? Do you know Japanese Morse code? Because of course Sato just knows everything. Okay, of course she does. Right. Don't question it. The message appears to be a list of 4 people's names. Professor Mikatoba, Asagi, Watson, I don't know. The first is K. Asagi. The second is A. Shin. The third is T. Gregson. And the last name is me. The last name is J. Wilson. Okay, that was one of my guesses. There it is. And really, I really want to believe, no. I'm sure that I'll be back soon. Farewell until then. Bye.
Somehow we seem to have come to the end of the adventures of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Or the first volume, at least.
I get to stay with Sholmes. Oh! The kitty! I get the kitty.
Looking back now, it feels as though fate has led me on this journey.
Kitty! Look at the kitty!
After all, I have the greatest friends in the world on my side.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes and Iris are our best friends. I'm honored. I'm honored. I have some rather awkward news. Oh? The railway company has decided to sue over this special express train, apparently. Anyway, I explained everything and how it was all your fault. I believe a formal complaint should be delivered to your office tomorrow. But not to worry, my dear fellow. According to Mr. Sato,
You love defending yourself in court.
what is happening? Bro, I have to give it up to this game. It was so fucking good. I haven't had that much fun playing a game in a long time. Oh no, the vest! The vest!
Aw, this couple. My Rolly is back on the beat again, all thanks to the Reaper. Nothing I enjoy more these days than hunting out the small change in the gutter. I'm a better Bobby now, looking out for Londoners that drop Japanese and my lovely wife. Oh, Pat. Oh, Rolly. Oh, God.
They're cute. Wait, this means I can still be sus of Mr. Hosonaga. What if he's the one sending these Morse code messages? He knows Japanese and English. Just saying. There's the best man of this game. I will say, the way that they depicted Herlock in this game was the biggest highlight for me. His character's too fun. As with most depictions of like Sherlock Holmes characters, they're really good. It's my favorite character probably ever. Oh, Lord Van Zeeks. Lord Van Zeeks is a great character. I also am obsessed with him as well. I can't tell if he's good or bad even still. Okay, but here's the problem, chat. We have all these good characters now, right? And if there's like some big government conspiracy happening in the background between Japan and England. That's too many good characters. That's too many threats. We got a group of very smart people here. They're gonna make a move on us. One of them's gonna die, and my bet is on Susato. Because you can't kill Sholmes. If you do, I quit playing the game. It's just as simple as that. Oh, Kazuma. Okay, well, now that I'm madly obsessed with this game, you guys want to start the next game right now? And this is the second game! Let's go! Just kidding.